So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our video of Mars in the 6th house in Cancer for Aquarius Ascendant people. As in what happens when Mars is in the 6th house in Aquarius, in Cancer, while it's controlling the 10th and 3rd house. And those of you who actually have, this particular placement, you should be dealing with some quite a stuff from the last 2 months up to next month. Because Mars is over Mars for you guys. Disputes within the profession and unhappiness of your younger sibling's life will be there. Okay. Right. And especially like conflicts with younger brothers will definitely take place with Aquarius Ascendant people, especially if your younger brother is, if you have a younger brother, especially if that younger brother either has a property established in their home, meaning they're married, or they have debt. Any one of these three circumstances has to trigger this particular event for you. Okay. And especially you will see with this particular transit of Mars over Mars, younger siblings' home will have some plumbing issue. Or can even have some kind of like a hole in a wall. Okay, that they'll be fixing. Now, Mars is in the 6th house, right? So naturally, this is known as a Upacha house. Upacha meaning it grows with time. Okay? Usually there is a saying that Upacha house grows better with time. Okay? Now, take that into a very finite context. It grows better with time. Meaning the strength of that 6th house grows better. Meaning it gets better. Whatever it's giving gets better. So naturally for these people, you will see, like within their career space, the normalcy in their life will be conflicts, fights, arguments, okay? And especially you will see male co-workers put restrictions in your ability to gain profession or move forward. You do move forward, but you move forward after there has been a battle that you have taken. And just like with Mars in the 6th house, like I was saying, this also produces unhappiness in the younger sibling or overall younger sibling or younger brother's life, especially in their home life, post-marriage, even before marriage as well. They can fight tremendously with the mother, argue with the mother, especially over food, either not getting food on time or getting lack of food. Right? And even the family, let's say, could be well-to-do. But the mother could be so strict, like, no, you have to only eat this portion. You cannot eat more than that because eating more than that is unhealthy for you. So this is where those arguments can take place. And naturally, one thing we also see is that the person's family had to make their future after some legal dispute, fight, or having many competitions in their life. Okay. This particular Mars will also trigger issues in father's reputation at work. Okay. Especially blames coming at work related to either some machine, signatures, okay, or having a competitive rivalry with a male colleague. Now, this doesn't mean that your birth triggers it, because what I have seen, such events actually took place before this person was born. The person's Mars in the 6th house is triggering that. Now, this is actually a prediction and a remedy at the same time. What is the remedy? Don't run away from this. The thing is, with Mars in the 6th house in Cancer, right? Now you'll probably be thinking, how do I get away from these disputes? How do I normalize these disputes so I don't deal with any of this stuff? The thing is the opposite. Put yourself in the most competitive space. Put yourself in a place where your person sitting next to you is competing against you for certain numbers, hitting certain numbers, and wanting to accomplish a certain number and a goal on a board. This is where you will thrive. Fine. you're dealing with fights and disputes with bosses and coworkers. So what? Your job should be number one, and number one job only. There's no number two. To make money. That's it. You're not there to change the world. The world will change with or without you wanting to change the world. You're not here to change society because of your work. Society will change with or without your consent. Your number one work, regardless of your Mars is in the 6th house or not, when you go to work, money. How do I make the most money? That's it. That is, and especially the time that we're living in, that is 100% the thing. The one thing that I will always advise such a person is never to work with siblings in business. You guys will rack up debt, and that too unnecessary debt. Because Mars in Cancer is not thinking, it's just doing. It's going by its emotions. It feels that, I just saw this particular video of this person who started his company for $200, and now that company is worth $200 million, and they took this chance of taking this enormous debt, and then it just finally paid off. Okay, you know what? So Mars, what it does, those feelings, the emotions, gives strength that, yes, your emotions are correct, while they're not. And especially you will see till 28th you deal with battles. But after 28th year, when Mars matures, remember what I said about the Pacha house. Planets grow. So that malefic event of Mars that was growing from the moment you were born. 28th year, they still are there. Don't think they're settling down. No, they're there. But what's happening is by you actually saying that I am going to be in this place. I am going to be in a place where everybody goes after everybody's throat. Then your graph begins to rise. That's what happens. And one of the things you will see with Mars in the 6th house, okay? Such a person at one point will get hurt while protecting the father, or get hurt while protecting the guru. Maybe let's say you were in Rishikesh, climbing on some steep hill, and your father was slipping and you held him, well, then your ankle just twisted. But you saved him from falling on his back. This is one thing that definitely you will see happen, especially such a person. When you have Mars in the 6th house, and I can even tell you what you're thinking right now. When Mars is in the 6th house, try not to become so independent so early. The more you actually take assistant of the father, teacher, mentor, family, until at least 28, it does really well for you. Because if you go independent much early in life, and some people have to, that's the karma. See, that's the karma. Even though I'm saying you shouldn't or should, if that's life, it's life. Okay, so if they try to become independent, doing things on their own, then they kind of become their own enemy. They make one bad decision after the other that keeps bringing either money issue, relationship issue, health issue, physical issues. So it's okay if you are dependent till 28. I don't know and I know in our 20s too, we used to get motivated a lot. Like in our 20s when we first watched that movie Boiler Room about the stock market. I had no idea about stock market. I still don't. But oh my God, we wanted to do that. We wanted to learn stock market. But it was 2000, 2001, barely internet. We still had dial-up. There was not enough information. But we just wanted to be we should start this, start that. But now it's 100x. Now kids in their 20s think that if they're not driving a Lamborghini, they're not successful. And that's the most idiotic, stupid idea that I've heard, especially from this one influencer. They said, if you don't have a Lamborghini in your 20s, you're doing something wrong. Get out of here. Jesus, like Lamborghini is supposed to be the end all and be all of everything. Even if you give me Lamborghini today, I'll take it. I'll say, yeah, I'll take it. But the moment you leave, I will call the leadership. How much will you give this for this Lamborghini? And you know what I'll do? I'll take all the money that they give me. Even if they give me 50%, I'll say, just give it to me. I'll take the money and I'll put it in the market to let it grow on interest for the next 10 years. That's smart rich. So don't get into this hustle culture that you watch 24/7 on your phone while you're working, while your professor is giving you a lecture. Please don't, because again, you're here watching astrology. That means things will happen on time. Okay, things will happen on time. And I can see that in charts. You're desperately trying to do this, doing that, and now I'm seeing this is the timeline. Sometimes I'm seeing timeline even late, like 45. Until 45, this person is not going to get much. And you're just like withering away, trying to imitate that success of the others. You don't know what karmas they have done. The guy who has actually gotten a Lamborghini at the age of 20, now promoting this, in a way, they're half fools. Because they did it and they think what I did, everybody else can do. So that means why aren't people successful? Well, Mr. Fool, there's something called destiny. There's something called your karma on a piece of paper known as your horoscope. But Mars here, my whole point is with Mars here, until I would even say till 32. But 28 is that cutoff period where you can start to become independent. But before that, most likely life will make you dependent. And the more you try to get away from it, it's like you're stretching the rubber band or the slingshot to hurt you even more. So if I had a slingshot just ready and I release it, the rock falls down, right? But you're putting effort, and then you release it, boom, it hits your own hand. That's the whole thing with this particular Mars. And of course, this Mars will also show that a mother herself will have tremendous amount of disputes with her, your maternal aunts and uncles. Your maternal aunts and uncles will not be helping you. Okay? There will be jealousy on that side. They will try to help you in a way where that help actually goes sideways. And especially if Mars is over 15 degrees, that's 100% accurate. If Mars is below 15 degrees, they will say good things. They will try to guide you, but they will not guide you from A through Z. Even though they know they should be guiding you A through Z, but they'll only guide you from A through K. That's it. They'll end at KRS. Okay. So anyway, guys, this was my analysis of Mars in the 6th house for Aquarius Ascendant people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your Mars is placed, all my consultations at this link, karasastrology.com. And also remember my Gemini mini course is also uploaded on Magha Vedic Astrology Academy. So you can see the age activation. You can see everything I'm now doing students' charts on there. Today I'm going to do my second chart, third chart. So yeah, it's up there. Bye-bye.